Right, we're back, followers. I hope you had a good Christmas. I'm not going to shout too much because it's late and everybody's in bed because we've had a long day. I've just been to Old Trafford and I've just seen Manchester United get beat at home again by Swansea City. I was at the game, 2-1 to Swansea. Warning signs were there from the off, from the team selection. So 12 minutes into the game, Oswelo puts through Wayne Routledge, shocking defending, Rio Ferdinand, absolute balls. You can't get away with that in this league today. And he just chips over the goalie, so it's 1-0. And already the ease in which Swansea created that move, the ease just said, right, this game's beyond us already after 12 minutes because that was just so poor. But we found an equaliser straight away, and in the second half, we were having lots of possession, but we weren't really doing anything with it. We could have scored 3 or 4 goals, and then Rio Ferdinand goes off, gets injured. Chris Smalling switches from right back to centre back. Fabio comes on, and within 5 minutes, Fabio gets sent off. Twin brother of Raphael. Raphael's matured beyond his years, and having Fabio in the team is just like having a Raphael. The Raphael of 5 years ago. Rash tackling, hophead. Basically, he goes in, studs up, red card, no doubt about it. And then you're down to 10 men for the last 20 minutes against a Swansea side playing 3 across midfield. And then from there, we switch to 4-4-1, rigid formation. On the way home from Manchester, listening to some dick in the car who was on Talksport Radio asking them to give one reason why David Moyes shouldn't be sacked. I mean, the world's full of idiots, short-termism. Moyes isn't going to be sacked this season. It's not going to happen unless we're 15th in a few weeks' time. Then he won't get sacked. He needs a full season and a transfer window, but the alarm bells are ringing already because the Mirror is saying that he said he won't buy anyone and not a single penny will be spent in January. I'm not saying Moore should be sacked, but that's not to say he doesn't need to buck his ideas up now. Because, I mean, the way the team is playing is just so poor. I mean, it's a bad squad. It's a very poor squad. People were saying it last year when we won the league. Yes, we won the league by 11 points. We led by 18 at some point. It was a vintage team. No, it's not. It's a rubbish United side. Rubbish. I mean, the way we're playing, Moyes' Everton teams never used to play like that. But then, just sideways passing, sideways, backwards. All our players wasted. Our wingers aren't good enough. The only winger, fuck off, you prick. Go to bed, you child. That's good enough is Januzaj. He's 18 years old and he's virtually carrying the team. Him and Rooney. And you'll probably see Wayne Rooney, Robin van Persie both injured for today, and that's where we're going wrong this season. We can't get them fit enough for long enough, and it's affecting us. But what's it's been happening? This has been coming since we sold Ronaldo. Who did we replace Ronaldo with? Valencia. He was good for his first 3 seasons. He had a shocker last year. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of and good at this season. But again, very poor today. What? I'll just wait for this one to go. To be honest. Yeah, very poor. And when you think about it, in the last financial year, March 2013 onwards, the club has pocketed £750 million, and apparently we're not going to buy anyone in January. Yes, players are cut time, but you're going to have to. Money talks in football. You're going to have to offer them a heap of cash to sign for you, and we need to. There's no way we can go through this January without signing anyone and finish anywhere near top. It's not going to happen. We're currently, I think, 4 points, is it, off the top four? 5 points, 4 points, I don't know. So we're going to have to. We've got Swansea again in the league next weekend on Saturday. That'll probably be a different game because it'll be the same Swansea side, similar, because they've got quite a few injuries. But so have we, but I should think Wayne Rooney, Robin Van Persie, Nemanja Vidic, Michael Carrick, Raphael, David De Gea, who didn't play today, will all be back in the side. So, and I expect the team to put up much more of a fight next weekend. But where is this going? The squad did. I mean, since David Gill has left, everyone's talking about, oh, the board should get rid of him. Oh, the board should get rid of Moyes. The board should get rid of the players. But what people are forgetting is the board are useless as well. In fact, they're probably worse. I mean, I went to the loo at half time at Old Trafford. Inside the toilet cubicle wall is fuck the Glazers. I don't think they've done that bad a job. They've made loads of money, but just how much of it goes back to the club? If your football club's a football club, it's not a business. Okay? It's not a business, it's a football team. And if you're going to make all this money, it needs to be spent on the pitch, not on making you the official Taiwanese crisp sponsor of the year in Iran or some of the stupid deals that we've been making. Stop making deals in the Middle East and start signing players. Make deals for players. We managed to balls up the entire transfer window last year. We've got £750 million. At least 400 million of that has just got to be spent on the team, on players, on contracts in the summer. And I'm just going to talk about these Wayne Rooney to Chelsea rumours. Dream on. Dream on. Rooney is not going to go to Chelsea in January or this summer, even if we don't finish in the top four. Because Rooney still has 18 months on his contract left. In the summer, he'll still have a year left on his contract. Even if we don't finish in the top four, he will be forced to stay. We will not sell to a domestic rival. He might go if Real Madrid come in and put a bid in. But the only way Rooney will end up at Chelsea is in 2015, summer 2015, where he'll be out of contract and he can go for free. But by then he'll be 30 years old. And Chelsea aren't going to want to pay his big wage packet, are they, when he's 30 years old? So I don't think he'll end up at Chelsea. Personally, I think we've got enough to end up in the top four this season. We just need to get our fingers out of our arses now. We've got Swansea again in the league. We need to just get on with it, win the game, play how we normally play, attacking football. At the moment, our play is wasted. We've got the central midfielders don't offer any cover to the defence whatsoever. Tom Cleverley, I was trying to make an argument that he was better than Jack Wilshere a year ago. Forget that, he was rubbish. Anderson, no. Giggs, past it. Fletcher, yes, he's okay. He's been out for 2 years with a bowel condition. He's come back. He was fantastic today, Darren Fletcher. But Fabio got himself sent off and he had to play at right back. Fletcher did, so he was exposed there. He's not a right back. And it's just one big disaster. That's what it is. I mean, look at the players we've been this close to signing since Ronaldo left. I mean, with all that money we nearly signed, we had a £50 million bid from Ribery accepted in summer 2009, but we didn't get him because we didn't want to go over 200 grand a week when he was offering £240,000 a week. Just stick your neck out. It's an extra 40 grand a week. We're a massive football club making millions and millions and millions of pounds a year. We're the richest football club in the world. Yes, we've got a lot of debt. We've got, I think, about £310 million left or something like that. Debt service payments or whatever. But we made £700 million in the last financial year. Can you not just get rid of that and spend the other money on there? Because you're still making money. It's insane. It is completely nuts. Completely nuts. Ribery could have had him. Ozil in 2010 nearly signed him. No, he slipped through the net. Now he's playing for Arsenal, and they're top of the league. Who else? Schneider, 2011. We didn't want to pay him the extra 10 grand a week that he was asking for. He didn't come, and we lost the title to City on goal difference. The assists that he could have provided would have meant we finished above City that season. It's insane. The board are faffing around. They are useless. See, I mean, you have to wonder, did David Gill and Sir Alex Ferguson have a meeting at the end of last season saying, look, the shit's about to hit the fan, let's just go, we'll leave it. Leave it for someone else to clear up, honestly. But that performance today was an embarrassment. No passion, no fight. Those fans that turn up, pay all that money to see the game, come all the way from various places around the country and around the world, and they serve up that. At least we scored this time. It's an improvement on losses to Newcastle and Everton. But if you think about it, Spurs, we lost at home again the other day. Everton, Newcastle, that's 4 losses from the last 5 home games. We can only hope for away games for the rest of the season. We've lost 2 games away in all competitions this year, which is really good. But the home form, it's just the players are scared of Old Trafford now. You could see it. Chris Smalling earlier, he had an absolute stinker. I don't think he's good enough. And the team that the lineup today was Lindegaard, Smalling, Ferdinand. Smalling, not good enough. Ferdinand passed it. Evans, yes, he's good. Butner, he's got promise, but he's not quite there yet. Valencia, passed it. He's not as good as he was. Fletcher, he's coming back from illness. Yes, maybe. Cleverly, no. Rubbish. Kagawa, he's never fitted in. Welbeck, hit and miss. Hernandez, hit and miss as well. He's a fan favourite, Chicharito. I love Hernandez. He's quality, he's beast, but he's not doing it anymore. And if players don't do it, they have to go. You can't keep underperforming players. Half the squad needs to go at the minute. And we need to spend £400 million on players. And that money's there. That money's there, unquestionably. But the board can't do it. The board are useless. We need a director of football. I'm sorry. You do look at clubs like Spurs. They're not in the Champions League. They brought in 7 players. 7 players is too many players to bring in. Maybe if we brought in 2 or 3 players using the same strategy as they did, maybe be okay. Who knows? We need 2 or 3 players. The targets mentioned: Koke, Royce. Yes, very good players. How are you going to get them to sign though if you're not in the Champions League? You can offer them a heap of cash. I'm sure they'd accept, because football's about money now. But well, it's a joke. You're not going to get them in January because they're cup tied for the Champions League anyway. Your best bet is Kabay. He's quality. 20 million would get him. He's better than any midfielder at Man United apart from Carrick. Honestly, it's a joke. Oh guys, first video of the year. Shame it's a bad one. Shame I couldn't rage or yell, but it's finished. I've just got back from Old Trafford. Very tired, very annoyed. In fact, I'm absolutely seething at this result. Real disappointment. Our only hope of silverware this year is the Capital One Cup. We've got a semi-final against Sunderland. It's away, so we should be okay. As long as we're safe by the time they visit Old Trafford, then we should be alright. We'll probably end up with Man City in the final, but I think we can beat them in the Wembley final, because I don't think they'll take it as seriously as we will, because the Manchester derby at Old Trafford is 3 days later. Goodness me, what happens if we're not sorted out by then? Wow, honestly. But they're not that good at on the road, and we're not that good at home. So we'll see what happens at the time. But, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.